Hi everyone, welcome to Fluid Floor with Maree. Today I thought we would go over two different moves that are trademark moves of the Russian exotic style. One of them is called the reverse stag kip and the other one is called trust fall. They're both, I think, reasonably hard, but everyone can give them a go, and I'll show you variations and ways to work up to doing both of the moves. We're going to start with a warm-up. For this session you will need to wear knee pads and shoes. Actually, you probably don't absolutely need shoes, but I would recommend them. You definitely need knee pads though. We're also going to be doing some of the work on using some soft cushions. I'm going to use my sofa cushions. You can use sofa cushions or your bed. I practice these moves on my bed as well. So let's get started. We'll do our warm up to begin with. Starting down on the floor, rolling the shoulders back. Other way. And head rolls. Side to side with the neck, stretching it out. And up and down. Looking side to side. Back to head rolls. And taking the arm over. We're going to do some mini bridges. So hands behind, up and down, squeezing from your butt, pushing your hips forward. Going to go into some basic duck dives now. So taking it down, pushing up through your back and then reversing it. Again, diving and reversing. One more. Okay, now we're going to do some tilts on our knees. So you really need knee pads for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach forward with our hands. We're going to tilt forward, then back, hands behind and thrust. into normal duck dives. Head roll other way. Last one. We're going to do some warm up for our legs now. So sitting back onto your forearms, sucking your tummy back to the floor, legs up nice and high. We're going to start with some little wavy legs, pointing your toes, engaging your legs. Taking the legs a little bit wider, wavy legs, really engaging, moving down through your hips. And a bit wider. And back to the top, let's do one more set, little walks, pointing your toes. A bit wider. And wide. And legs and hey, I hope you're feeling nice and warm. We're going to get into the main part of the class now. So we're going to start with our reverse stag kip. You will recognise this move, it's really common, everyone is doing it, especially if they do sort of exotic flow style. I think it's a little bit tricky and I think it's worth breaking down so that you can learn it, and it might take you a couple of sessions to get because it's a little bit of coordination that is a bit strange to begin with if you haven't done this move before. So I'll demonstrate it for you and then break it down for you. Okay, so that is the reverse stag kip. So what we're going to do is we're doing it from the floor, so we're going to do a normal duck dive to get our bodies right down to the floor. So make sure you've got your knee pads on, you need knee pads with this one. And actually it's actually quite hard on carpet. I'm finding it quite difficult doing it on this carpet. So if you do have lino or a wood floor, you should do it on that. It's going to be a lot easier and you do definitely need knee pads. But if you've got carpet, you'll be the same as me. It's just, you'll find it really easy when you get back to the studio after learning it on carpet. So we're going to dive right down to the floor. We're going to lie down, hands are by your chest, lying right down. We're going to do a movement first. So we're going to break this down into several different movements. The first movement is a hip hitch and a knee bend. So bend your knees, hitch your hips, and back down. So we're going to do some of those. So knees, hips. So you're sliding in on your knee pads, knees, hips. Again, knees, hips. Try to get your hips up as high as you can. Let's do one more. Knees, hips. Okay, so that is the first part. Just do a few more of those if you need to. When you're doing this movement, when you're doing this move as well, I would recommend that you pick a side to look at. So instead of me doing it facing forward, I'm going to look towards the camera. I'm going to look towards you. So let's just do two more of those and then we'll go on to the next move. So down we go. Right down flat, looking to the side, knees, hips. And again, knees, hips. Okay, so let's do the next movement. The next movement involves putting the leg up in the air. So I'm going to use the leg that is closest to you. I'm going to do the first movement. So knees, hips, leg shooted up into the sky. Okay, and then coming down. Okay, setting it up again. Knees, hips, leg. And down. Again, knees, hips, leg. Get it up nice and high as you can, and then coming down. Let's do a few more of those. We'll change sides. I constantly need to readjust my knee pads in this one. Maybe they're too big for me. So we're going to swap sides now. So duck dive down, right down flat, knees, hips, leg up. Okay, all good? Let's do two more on that side. Knees, hips, leg. Again, knees, hips, leg. Okay, I hope you're going okay so far. We've done 2 steps of our reverse stag hip. Those are the easy parts. The third step is the hard one, I think, because what we're going to do is we're going to pull ourselves forward. So what we normally do is, well, I'm really used to sort of pushing myself back into a reverse duck dive. We want to resist doing that, and you're going to pull your body forward. So I'm going to swap back to my first side. I'll show you what I mean. So down, we set it up, leg up. I'm going to slide my knee into my chest, and I'm going to pull my body forward. So slide in and forward. I'm going to end up in this like pigeon pose shape. So what I did was when I was down there, I pulled myself forward. So it's very common and to sort of just reverse duck dive out of it, but it's not really the move, and it also feels really weird and unstable. Once you get used to pulling yourself forward, so weight comes forward, you'll be nailing this move. So let's do it again. We're lying down, looking to the side, hitching up, leg up. Pull yourself forward, tuck the knee into the chest, forward. So there is a big knee slide where you're bringing your knee in. It's really knee paddy. And also this is going to be the bit where if you have wooden floors or lino, it's going to be a lot easier for you. Let's do it again. One more time. Okay, so let's talk about the ending of it. Ending by like pushing up out of it, arching your back, opening out your chest, doing a hair flick. So you can do that if you want, just coming straight up out of it. The other thing that you can do is you can roll up through your back to come out of it. It's up to you. I'm going to try doing the rolling up through the back one now. That's the one I'm not really used to doing. But yeah, there's a few options to like make it look nice coming out of it. Okay, let's do some on the other side. So lying down, hitch up, forward. So it's that drag of that knee and pulling your body forward that is the key to this one, and it might take a few sessions to get. Let's do 2 more on that side. Okay, the last one I'm going to try and do the body roll, or the back roll out of it. Okay, I hope that was useful. Just chip away at it. You might need to come back to this video and do a few goes of it before it becomes a natural move, and like I said, it will be easier once you get to the studio doing it on the wooden floor. Okay, we're going to go into our second move now. So this is a trust fall. So the trust fall is another really common move that you will see all over Russian exotic style videos. It is a little bit scary, but I'm going to show you various ways to do it, to practice it, that aren't scary at all. It involves like a basically falling forward, which is why it's called a trust fall. So I'll show you and then I'll break it down for you. Okay, so what we're going to do to begin with is we're just going to do little mini ones. We have to get used to being that rocking horse shape on the floor. So we're going to lie down into this position, so pushing yourself out, arching your back. So what we're going to do is we're going to rock forward, we're going to squeeze from our butts. So really, really squeeze from your glutes. Squeeze, 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 roll forward and back. Roll forward and back. Like a rocking horse. Okay, how did that feel? I mean, it feels a bit uncomfortable. It's like pushing on your hip bones, and it's like, definitely feels a bit nasty. Let's do a few more of them though. So again, I want you to think of, as you're doing these moves, looking to the side. So I'm going to look at you, you're going to look over your shoulder, look at the audience. So lying down, pushing up on your hands, looking over your shoulder or looking towards the audience, letting yourself rock forward, squeeze your butt, squeeze. Nice one. Okay, all good? So that one should be reasonably straightforward. Let's talk about the next step. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the exact same move, but we're going to try and kick our legs. So what we're going to do is think of kicking our legs to the back. So not up and over. If you've got a very flexible back, be careful that you're not rocking so far forward that you're going to go up and over. It's a bit dangerous at the moment. So what I want you to think about doing is rocking forward and shooting your legs hard up to the roof, but behind you. So you can do it with some force. You need to like put some power into it. So it's going to look like this. You're up on your hands. Let yourself rock forward and kick those legs up. So kick them up behind you, up and behind you. Okay, let's do some reps of that. Look over your shoulder. Squeeze your butt. Okay, do some more. Really try to kick those legs. Do it with some power. Okay, I'm going to do a couple on my other side. It's not really my other side. I'm just going to look the other way, just in case I need to do it on with my head facing the other direction at some point. Off we go. Let's do 4. Roll and push. Okay, feels a bit weird, right? Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to finish that movement, and we're going to draw our knees up under our chest, and we're going to finish on our knees like this. Okay, so we're in this position here, we've kipped up our legs, and we're going to end up drawing the knees in. You're going to end up in this position here. Okay, so the thing that you need to do with this is the legs need to be pushed up really hard so that you've got time to tuck the knees. If the legs are up high, you're going to have plenty of time. If it's a bit wussy, it's going to be hard for you to draw in. So make sure your knee pads are on properly. Your knees are going to be along the floor. Okay, lying down. Okay, off we go. In. Okay, this position here. Off you go. Okay, really try to get that power. Okay, I think that's enough of that one. What we're going to do now is we're going to try and level it up to, instead of just lying on the floor, we're going to do it from up here. We're going to do the whole move. What we're going to do though is I'm going to take you through the exercises with cushions, because what happens if you're not really ready to do it, or you haven't practiced it, you can hurt your wrists. So what's going to happen when you do your trust fall, if you're not ready for it, you might do this and smash down on your wrist, so you can hurt your wrists. So go grab your cushions. I do this on my bed as well. It's really fun on the bed, and it's really comfy and easy with cushions. Everybody can do it. It's beginner friendly, just not on the floor without the cushions yet. Okay, so we're going to be up on our knees. We're going to arch your back. You're going to have your hands by your chest. You're going to let your body roll forward. You need to remember to squeeze from your butt, and you need to keep that shape. So you want to resist doing this. So you have to really squeeze. That was the key for me, to think, squeeze the butt, don't release. Okay, so coming forward and back. Forward and back. Fun, right? Okay, let's do a few on the other side. Push. Remember to engage. You're looking over the other shoulder now. Really remember to keep these hands back here. They don't move. They're going to stay there. Push the hips. 2 more. All good? So now we're going to go back to our first side. We're going to do the exact same thing as before. We're going to do our trust fall, and we're going to push our legs up. So just like you did just then, you're going to do your basic trust fall, and this time pushing your legs up and behind you. So think of pushing them back and behind. Don't take them up and over. So getting ready, push the hips forward, hands and legs up. Okay, let's do 2 more. Push. Push. And swapping sides. Looking over the other shoulder. Push. Don't forget to engage your glutes. Legs. Push. Push. Last one. Push. Okay, we're ready to do the final part. I just tried this before, On the cushions, it's really easy on the cushions, well, kind of easy. So we're going to get it into that kip position. So just remember how to do the kip. We've rolled forward, we've got our legs up, and then we're going to draw them in. So you're going to end up in that position there. So it's a little bit hard to get the power on the cushions because they're a bit soft, right? But like, do your best to push the legs up high, and then you're going to draw your knees in under your chest into that sitting position. Push up and in. So the other thing that you can think about that is going to help you do this is when you're in this position, you're going to push with your hands. That's going to help you come in as well. So pushing with your hands. Off we go. Up and in. One more. Up and in. And swapping sides. So another thing you can think about when you're doing these ones is the starting position. You can start it in a nice arch. So instead of just like this falling, do a nice arch to start with. Okay, and again. Remember to look to the side. I definitely have an offside to look. This is my offside. Okay. Again. Okay, I hope that's useful. If you have already been practicing these and you want to take it onto the floor, go ahead. I'll do a few with you. The rest of you, make sure that you do it on your bed or on the cushions. I think that this takes weeks to master because you need to be really sort of careful that you can trust that you're going to do that rocking horse shape, so you need to train your body to do it. Unless you already have been doing similar movements, you need to like train it gradually. So don't do it on your bare floor unless you're ready to. So let's do a few. You guys stay on your cushions if you need to. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to do a really nice starting position, big back arch, big push of the legs behind you, and then drawing in into your knees. The thing that I find challenging with these ones, the thing that is hard for me, is to get the leg height. It is power and just some sort of explosive strength. I mean, I don't think you have to be particularly strong, you just have to be sort of do that explosive movement, which is, I'm not very talented in that direction, so yeah, just try your best, push as hard as you can. Let's do one more on that side. And let's swap sides. Big back arch. Last one. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that session. I look forward to seeing your progress with these moves, and I look forward to getting back to some fierce flow classes where I can pop some of these moves and then once we've all got them under our belts. Thank you everyone, and see you next time. Bye.